I will use English. Some people prefer English, and my PowerPoint is in English. So today we will talk about GCB 2011 to 2012 strategy plan. When we talk about strategy plan, we ask ourselves, what is about it? It's about three things. First, who we are. Second, where we are heading for. And third, how we achieve this. So first, who we are. This is important. We need to know who we are. What is our mission and what is our vision about GCB, about our association. So think about what is our dreams, ideals, and all the missions. What we dream about this association. This is my mission, and this is what I made for our vision and mission, and I hope it is for our association. Standing at both US and Greater China, we are a highly connected association which generates lasting impact in ourselves and our society. So here, there are two very important concepts. The first is connected, and the second is impact. And all other things, all the tactics, all the strategies are led by this mission and by this vision. So we want to be connected. We want to be connected to our employers. We want to be connected to our alumni. And most important, we want to be connected within ourselves, among different programs, among different grade years, and among different regions. We also want to have impact. We want our association have impact on our career, have impact on our network, have impact on our school and the community. And when we achieve connect, when we reach impact what we are we on the association? Yes, we are association. Yes, we are community. But there is something more, and there is something beyond. What I try to say, and what I try to let our association become is that we are not only an association, we are a force. The second question, how we achieve this, how we do this, and what should be done. So how to achieve the goal, let our association become beyond association, become a force, become connected, and become influential, have impact. And there are 5 most important modules in our 2 years experience here in Anderson, from the missions to academics, to career, to alumni network, and to social events. I will talk about this one by one. First, the most important, career. So for career, what should the association do and what should we do? I call it career beyond the power, beyond what all the career centers could do for us. So we have 6 modules. First is alumni mentorship program. I will explain it later. Second, about the much deeper communication with the partner, and also our Greater China trip. We want to expand our Greater China trip, and also cooperative camp strategy, resource integration project, and inside training. And what my goal is that combine this with our partner efforts. We want to guarantee that every member of GCB will guarantee their summer internship and their full-time job offer. So let's first talk about the China trip. Martin and I led the China trip, Greater China trip last year in December. It turns out to be very successful, very happy, a little bit crazy, but people really enjoy it. And you can see all the pictures. We have fun with many companies and with our alumni. So what I want about this trip, what I want to expand this trip, is to become wider. What I mean wider is to become more coverage. You can see the Robert and Michael, who also support us, always constantly support Martin and me to organize this trip. So before 2011, we have the conducting track, which is 1 week, and we have 5 attendants. And the city mainly focused in Shanghai. And Martin and I, we did the 2011, we cover all the consulting firms, around 10 consulting firms, and 2 private equity and a venture capital firm, and 1 large corporation called Tencent. And we have 1.5 weeks, we have 15 attendants. And the city we cover is Shanghai and Beijing. So what's my plan about this trip in future? But I want to be more wider. Starting from 2012, Not only we will cover all consulting firms, we will cover men, private equity, and venture capital firms. And also, we will begin to cover popular large corporations like Legend, like Tencent, like Huawei, and other large domestic corporations. And this trip will be expanded to 2 weeks, and I expect to be more than 20 attendants. And the city is not only Shanghai and Beijing, it's Hangzhou, it's Shenzhen, and etc. Any other cities we could have more impact, and to let our members much more connected to the future employers. And this is part of the companies we keep good connection during our trip. We cover around 20 companies, and this is part of them, like BCG, Bain. This last year we saw Fuxing and also Tencent. But I asked myself, is this enough? Is this connection enough? And is just being wider, being more coverage enough? The answer actually is no. Being wider is not only enough. We also need to be deeper. So this is what I call the corporate CAM strategy. The CAM means key account management. I'll give you a case, what I did in the last year. So the case about Tencent. So I think there are some people who attend the Tencent launch with me last year. Martin was there. So what we did with Tencent, first we do the warm-up email contact, even before they came to our campus, even before they know us. Then when they arrived at our campus, actually I organized a welcome lunch with Tencent. Around 15 people attended, and Tencent was hugely moved by our by our passion. And then we revisit them in Beijing in December. So we locked them in, and now we are bonding. And I keep communication with a senior recruiter in Tencent, and we became friends, very good friends. And they said as long as the positions they will be open to us. And actually Tencent said, Anderson MBA are the most passionate, funniest, and interesting MBA they have ever seen, because they also go to other, we go to Harvard, go to MIT. They think we are the most passionate, and they like us. So this is about the Tencent story. I believe next year Tencent will recruit more people in our school. But now we also start other companies like Legend, like Fuxing. We start from last year, and AT Kearney, of course Bain and Alibaba. And there's more other companies. We want to be much deeper. Establish this kind of like key account management strategy for the corporations. And another interesting story is we found that many people, especially full-time MBAs, we come from China, come from Hong Kong, we come from Taiwan, and most of us, we want to find a job in US. Is that true? At least many of them. And we do have the fully employed MBA bodies, and they study their college in US, and they work in US for 7 years, they work in US for 10 years. Actually, what they want to try to China. They want to try to China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. So, did you get it? So, the full-time MBA come from China, have a lot of resources, networks, and they work in large corporations in China. They want to find a job in US. And there's US MBAs, founder people who is working in US for a lot of years and studying in US, has networks in US, and they want to find jobs in China. There is no reason to combine them together. There's no reason to integrate the resources. So that's another part and strategy we will do for the career part. And also the alumni mentorship program, which I will further explain. So this is a picture actually we did in the Shanghai alumni, and this is Scott. We are friends, and he's the president of Shanghai alumni. We really had fun. I was totally drunk at that day. And so what I want to launch, or what I want to try to launch, is called Alumni Mentorship Program. So this is a special program for people. Basically, we will assign you a mentor if you want to guide you through the career search process. If you target consulting, we'll find out somehow experienced consultants in China and to get you around 2 years. If you target banking, we'll find the bankers for you. If you target corporate, we'll find a corporate manager. No matter marketing, no matter internal strategy. So we'll find the people there, thousands of miles away, to be our mentor, and you keep communication. And he will coach you for the next 2 years. And you also could utilize his resources. How could we cannot find a job? So this is not only a 2-year mentorship, but a lifetime friendship. This will let our members be truly engaged in the community. So there's a lot of things about career, but I will move forward to the alumni network since we are talking about alumni. And many people think that we should be more engaged in the alumni, and this is what I call Back to Alumni initiative. And this initiative, I will start right away. There are 3 parts. We start from preschool and this summer. So we will have alumni and all-free mixer. Even before the next first year come to school, we will engage them with our alumni there. So which I will do, I'm surely will do in this summer, because I will be back summer in China and I will organize this all-free mix. So they will know our, the first year will know our alumni even before they come to school. And in school, we will have 2 years mentorship program, and outside school, we have net reach out, and also this I call community integration, which is about the social media and also utilize technology. And whatever we do, there's only one concept, what I call is one school, one community. And the alumni for us is not only about the job. I know they can give us a lot of value for our career, but also about friendship, about our community. We want to build a community, it's like family. We want to build a community which people could help each other and really care about each other. We want to build a community that everyone loves. And so about social and events. What should we do about social events? One word, we want to expand. And social events, what about strategy for social events? We want to connect as one family and want to impact as one force. For connect as one family, here the key points is regularize. We want to have holiday celebration events, which we already had, but we want to have the weekly study gathering. And this weekly study gathering is about the cross programs, as I mentioned before, and we want to regularize this. So it happened every Saturday. It happened every Saturday evening. And we want to have monthly mixer, which is cross grades. So first year truly knows second year, and even knows third years. And the more important is impact. How much impact we can have on our society and the community. And we know our goal. This is, I think, a signature program. Japan is there, and everyone is here. Second year, the most familiar with goal. I want to let this be a really something like signature and much bigger, and invite more expand this conference to be a signature here in Anderson. But there are some other ideas I always want to do. First is about Anderson Chinese Corner. I found here in Anderson, people are fascinated about Chinese as a language. Is it true? Right? People want to learn Chinese. Many people want to learn. So we will launch a Chinese Corner. And I also want to start Anderson Ping Pong League. Because people here are also fascinated about our ping pong game. And also there's a program, Andrew knows, which I really want to start even last year. It's called ASK. I gave this name, ASK. It's Anderson Student Knowledge. Its basic concept is from a very simple idea. Everyone has expertise. Everyone has some special knowledge. Everyone has its advantage. Why only professors can be professor? Why students cannot be professor? So we could share our knowledge. We could share our expertise to each other people. And for other perspectives, we will also launch the workshop about Chinese culture, about Chinese food, to have more impact. And last but not leastly, I will see the overseas program, and we will restructure it. Because we already go to Shanghai and Beijing in our China trip for career, so maybe we go beyond Shanghai and Beijing. I hope one day our overseas program in March could be as popular as Japanese trip, as 90 Anderson students. So what should we do? We go beyond Shanghai and Beijing. We go these places. We enter into Sichuan province. We enter into Yunnan province. We enter into Tibet. And this is the area which people truly want to be. Because many of Anderson people, they have already been in Shanghai, already been in Beijing. This place is the best, the most beautiful place in China. And we should introduce this place to our dear Anderson students. Let's talk briefly about admissions and branding. You will find very interesting that before I only write down admissions, now it's admission and branding. Why? Because admissions is branding. Okay, this is what Martin and I and many other people, we did last year. We have the Anderson Coffee Chat in 2 cities. More than 120 attendants and 8+ hours. Martin, am I lying? It's not, right? Yeah. It's huge. And the whole coffee chat was bombed. And you know what? The Chicago coffee chat is just across the street, and their coffee chat is almost empty. The people keeping going into our coffee shop, and this is great branding experience, and our people also feel really happy about it. So what's the key point here? We want to regularize this kind of events. We want to brand Anderson in China area. And I created 5 forces in the missions. So there are 5 major parts in the missions which we could contribute. The first is CD. People from China know CD, right? Even Annie knows, right? You know, it's called Stream. It's the most influential online website in China. Everyone will go there. So what we do with CD, we will partner with CD. We will have online branding. Last year we did online talk with Tony. And this year we also will do this. We will have more online branding. And there's offerings. And for offerings, we will keep them. Because these offerings, our school spend a lot of effort and to select them. Our job is to keep the offerings. We will have an offering night, which I will do this summer, and we will have much more communications with the offerings. And for the potential applicants, what we do, we will convince them to apply. We will convince them. I did this a lot in the coffee chat, and also we will lead them to the campus tour, which I already met with 5 people and show around campus our school, and also admission office. I talked with Greg. Admission office really needs our ideas and suggestions. So our job to admission office is we need to advise them. We need to give them suggestions and good ideas. So this is about admissions, and finally it's about academics. The academics is all about knowledge sharing, and knowledge sharing is a key. So we will have the tutor project, which is for the next first year, because everyone knows the first quarter suffers, and next year will not happen. We will have tutor to help them to go through this, and also we want to launch a bunch of workshops. I remember my picture very clearly. No people see it, but it's about Bing. And actually, last quarter we have the data class study very suffers, and many of people are just cannot catch up. And actually, Bing spent 4 hours in the study break room to using Chinese to give us the brief about the data class to help us catch up. And I think this is best practice. Everyone has a class. Everyone has the expertise that's really good at. So why not share with each other? Why not coach with other people? So we will keep stand out in our academics. So knowledge sharing. So what's the main takeaway today? For our next year strategy, there are 5 modules. For the career, what I say is focus. Because career is the most important thing for all of us. So we'll focus on career, we'll have people guarantee their job. What about for the alumni network? I will say engage. We want to be fully engaged in the alumni network. For the social events, we want to expand and more social events, have people connect. And for the admission, we want to advise and support them. For academics, we want to share. So this is our strategy, very clear, straightforward strategy for the next year. So as long as we achieve this strategy, as long as we try our best, I firmly believe that we can reach our mission, is that we are a highly connected association which generates lasting impact in ourselves and our society. And after we're doing this, we can proud to say that we are not only an association, we are a force. So this is about my strategy. Thank you very much.